What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Algorand. Algorand is one of the most held cryptos in the space. It's a beast. It's also an advertising machine, and you're seeing them everywhere these days. So I want to look at what Algorand can do in terms of price appreciation. You know, if you're looking for a strong, more safe investment that could get quality returns, this is going to be one of them. We also are going to look at what's coming with the FOMC. This is going to affect everyone's portfolio this week, so you're going to want to pay attention to that. But before I get into it, folks, if you are new to this channel, these are the first 26 coins that I spoke about on this channel. They're also the ones I owned when I made the channel. Had you put in just $100 into each of these coins when I released videos about them, and then you ignored them for basically a couple of years, did everything wrong as an investor, if you sold all these coins today, you'd still be in profit for $13K from a $2,600 investment. That's like a 5x, and that's doing everything wrong. But if you'd have sold these coins like I did at the back end of 2021 when the markets were red hot, $100 into each, a total of $2,600 investment could have netted you a profit of 123 grand. Big difference between the right and the wrong thing there. Now, as I said, sold all these off. They're not the coins I own. But if you want to see the coins that I actually own, you can go to copymycrypto.com. It's where I share my entire portfolio. Every coin I own, every one I buy, every one I sell. The members get real-time updates anytime I sell or buy. We release videos on a daily basis talking about the markets, which we've had pinpoint accuracy on for months now. Then on top of that, we've got tutorials set up for all the members because we've got thousands of members and a lot of them have never been in crypto before. So these are beautiful step-by-step tutorials. Then on top of that, we have a massive history of success on both the site and the channel, not least of which is Phantom. In 2020, I said Phantom was going to be the best investment of the year. Released a course outlining exactly why. Said it would at least 100x. It did 677 times gain. So if you'd put in $1,000, you'd have been able to buy a very nice house. If you'd put in $2,000, you could have netted 1.3 million. Now, I will find another Phantom. And when I do, I'm not going to do a course like last time. I'm simply going to go onto my site and tell my members about the coin, the gains I think it can have, and the percentage of my money I'm putting in. And if they want to copy along, they can, and they can make those gains. And if that interests you, you want to take the work out of it, all that deep diving research into your investments, go read the site, and remember that you can personally verify everything you read on the YouTube channel's history. Right, guys, Algorand. So, a little less than 25 cents right now. And Algorand is legitimately one of the most held coins in the space. 29.5 million addresses. And one thing that's beautiful about Algorand is obviously that it's so damn cheap. It's going to cost you, 3/1000ths of a cent, which is pretty incredible for any transaction. Algorand are also advertising like mad. They are everywhere. I've seen them advertising at NBA games consistently now, which again is a good sign because a lot of the big boy cryptos these days are not going heavy into advertising after we've seen cock-ups with FTX. We know that Crypto.com put themselves in a really tough situation with regards to the amount of advertising spend that they did. Now, Algorand is a self-sustaining blockchain. So it supports obviously massive amounts of development in dApps. They have a CEO, the founder, Silvio Micali, that won the Turing Award for his contributions to cryptography, effectively. So he's one of the foremost sort of minds in the space. Algorand was actually invented to speed up transactions, improve efficiency in response to the sort of slow transaction times we've seen with Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they were designed so that there are lower transaction fees as well as no mining, and it's based on a permissionless proof of stake. So again, it's very secure, not as secure as a proof of work, but secure. What bodes really well for me is Algorand in the time that they've been up and running have built quite a good ecosystem. We have, the world of Algorand is looking stronger and stronger every day. They've got very high ranked projects in a number of different regions from DeFi onwards. They're also pushing into and supporting projects that are looking to disrupt current spaces, the music space as an example. They also have a grant system in place. That is always a good thing. You have to have a grant system in place. I say it all the time. And the reason for it is you've got to give people a reason to come and build with you. Now, they can run at 6,000 transactions per second. They've got 3.6 second settlement finality, which again, very, very nice, very, very fast. And as I said, they've got that ecosystem funds set up so that anyone that wants to build potentially can win a grant with Algorand. They're also pushing in the overall space in terms of improving education. They've got a number of different sort of educational programs in and around through the Algorand Foundation so that people can start learning the space better. And then to boot, they're starting to support banks. So in Italy, they're supporting bank and insurance guarantees platform in Italy. So this will be the first time an EU member state will use blockchain tech for bank and insurance guarantees. Again, nice, strong sign of the connections that Algorand are building. The strength of their blockchain is shown by the fact that this first bank is already ready to partner with Algorand. I've spoken about Algorand in the past, and I've spoken about a few different cryptos in the past with regards to the ever-changing rules of banking and cross-payment transactions. Banks now have to fit, is it the ISO 20022, something like that, 222. And only a certain number of cryptos actually fit into the criteria that allow them to support a bank. And one is Algorand. You've got Stellar, XRP, HBAR, XDC. I think I'm forgetting one. But Algorand is, again, well positioned in that regard, and could definitely be one of the protocol, or one of the blockchains that end up supporting the next stage in payments within banks. And one thing we know with regards to banks, there's a large cost for doing international payments. There's also a massive delay in terms of the speed with which they work. Algorand and the cryptos that I mentioned can support and speed up that process. Also, thanks to the DLTs that are all up and running, thanks to the record transactions on the blockchain, it's very, very easy to certify that a transaction's gone through, and it's at no extra cost. So, again, Algo well positioned for potentially a CBDC down the line. And as much as I have gone on about CBDCs, I'm not a fan, but there's definitely a big, big positive to being the tech that underpins them, which is that's just made you the best, like the best of the best. Or certainly going to be one of those that price appreciate massively. There's been FIFA Plus Collect is now powered by Algorand. That is another step in the right direction for Algorand, and FIFA is, I think is in the top 5 most played games in the world. So again, Algorand having ties with sporting, something like FIFA bodes really, really well. Bear in mind, within the sporting niche, there are a hell of a lot of gamblers. Gamblers are going to end up transitioning into crypto because, That's what investing is effectively, except with crypto there's no barrier to entry in the same way that there is in the stock market. So I do think we'll end up seeing a flurry of sort of retail investors that are sports gamblers coming into the space, and Algorand again will probably benefit from that. Now, Algorand is not like, the market isn't going to move for Algorand based on retail investment really, because of its high market cap, but I still think Algorand can run back up to sort of previous levels. $2 is sort of the key level. We've seen a lot of like volume around that $2 level, and it's going to take till the next bull cycle for that to come into place. But that would put it at a market cap of $14 billion. Now, I do actually believe Algorand can do more than just $2. And $2.40 is sort of the key level. And the reason for that is that was the price at ICO back in the day. So for all initial investors for Algorand, for them to end up being in profit, they need Algorand to bang up above $2.40. But once it does, and if it does, big if, but if it does, the rally could be incredibly sustained for a while, even if there is a sell-off from initial investors to get their initial capital back. But $2, that's a quite conservative perspective. It's an 8x, but it's an 8x on a very strong and safe crypto, as opposed to, say, a lower market cap that's higher risk. So for me, Algo, strong, safe, as safe as one of the safest you're going to get in the crypto space, and 8 times your money cannot be a bad thing. But what do you guys think? Do you think it can do more? Can it go up to $4, $5, $10? Let me know in the comments down below, because we saw Avalanche smash up this past year. 2021. Algorand could hit the all-time high that Avalanche hit for market cap. So I'm probably being way too conservative. But tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you're a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. The videos will make you money. You don't want to miss them. And it's a nice thing to do. Be a nice person. If you're not going to be a nice person, be a nasty person, still subscribe and just cuss me in the comments. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own, go to copymycrypto.com. On the site, I share in real time anytime I make adjustments to my portfolio. Anytime I buy a new coin, members are alerted immediately. Anytime I sell a new coin, members are alerted immediately. We've been doing we do videos every day talking about the markets. We've been nailing those for the past few months, like to the point of like 0.1% for Bitcoin's full move. Then on top of that, guys, the tutorials are as easy as they get. They are straightforward. If you are new to crypto and you don't know how to get started, these tutorials will run you all the way through on that. And we have a history of success. I've said it before, but no one, go to your favorite crypto YouTuber, if it's not me, and it should be me, but if it's not me, go to your favorite crypto YouTuber, look up Phantom, see when they spoke about Phantom, because no one in 2020 was speaking about Phantom being a 100x coin other than me, let alone a dedicated course about Phantom. And I will find another one, and when I do, I'm going to go onto my site, I'm going to tell my members about the coin, I'm going to tell them the gains I think it can have, and I'm going to tell them the percentage of my money I'm putting in. If you want to take the work out of your investing, if you want to take the work out of the crypto research and the deep dives, go read the site. And remember, everything you read, you can verify yourself on my channel history. And before I go, folks, the Fed, the dirty Fed, they meet on Wednesday. And this will be the announcement of the next rate hike. The general consensus, the expectation around the markets is a 25 basis point hike, which is a lot lower than what we've had for so many months. If this is to happen, we're probably quite likely to see a rally in the dollar. So, if there is a rally in the dollar, that tends to result in risk assets losing value. So, bear in mind, if we do experience a dollar rally, crypto generally should pull back a bit. Now, if there is a 50 basis point hike or a 75 basis point hike, the markets are going to certainly react negatively. I still think, to be honest, as long as there isn't a huge rally in the dollar, which is being predicted by a lot of mainstream media right now, but if there isn't a dollar boom, then the overall crypto space should be quite buoyed by the fact that it's only a 25 basis point hike. Obviously, the higher the hike, the worse it's going to be for risk assets, because what we'll see is the dollar strengthen more. But right now we're at a point where Bitcoin has had a significant pullback from the heights of the weekend. So I'm intrigued to see how the market's going to rally today. I would expect, guys, a ton of volatility today and tomorrow. If Bitcoin's going to hit 25k, it can do that in the next couple of days. But if Bitcoin's going to tank, if it can't break back above sort of that 23,350 mark, then 22,300's on the cards for Bitcoin in the next couple of days. But we're going to see a lot of volume, a lot of volatility. If you are in longs or shorts, be careful out there, guys, because liquidations will come over the next 48 hours. And that is it from me. Let's see how this FOMC stuff plays on Wednesday. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.